Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. In this video tutorial, I will explain you how the toUpper function works in Power Automate. Open your Power Automate homepage by logging in with your Microsoft credentials. I have already logged in with my Microsoft credentials and type make.powerautomate.com in the browser. Then it will directly navigate to the Power Automate homepage. This is the Power Automate homepage. So now let's create a instant cloud flow in it to see how the Power Automate toUpper string function works. For creating of instant cloud flow, click on plus create on the left navigation of Power Automate. Then select instant cloud flow. Give the flow name in the build instant cloud flow box. I was giving it as upper function and select manually trigger flow. Click on create. Now manually trigger flow has been added to the Flow Studio. Now I will give an introduction about the Power Automate toUpper function. This function will be useful to convert all the characters in the given string to the uppercase version, which means it will convert all the letters of the provided string to the capital letters. If we give the string that is combined with both capital letters and small letters, all the small letters will be converted into the capital letters by using this function. If the given string contains the uppercase letters, then the characters will remain unchanged and the Power Automate flow upper function will return the letters as same unchanged without changing them. So click on manual trigger flow to open it and add an input to it and add text. Here I was giving it as text. Select new step to add initialize variable. Click on initialize variable. This initialize variable is used to store the value of the text that we have provided. So I will name the initialize variable. I will giving it as a text and select the type as string. In the value of initialize variable, I was selecting it as a text from the dynamic content what we have provided in the manual trigger flow. And click on new step to provide the compose action here. In the compose action, I will give the expression to toUpper function. In the inputs of compose action, select expression and type toUpper, select toUpper and with open brackets, click on dynamic content to add the variable that we have provided earlier. Select text and click on OK. Now save the flow and test the flow manually. In the text box of run flow, I was giving the text as Power Automate with all the small letters. Let's see what the changes will happen by implementing with the toUpper function. Click on run flow. Now the flow has been run successfully. Open compose action. Now we can see the Power Automate string has been converted into the uppercase version. But actually we have given the text as Power Automate with the lowercase version. And now click on edit flow. Again test the flow and test the flow manually. In the text box of run flow, now I was giving the text combined with the lowercase and uppercase version. P with capital and power, A capital, automate. Click on run flow. Now open the compose action to see P and A remains unchanged. We have given the both as capital letters, but it remains unchanged. It will return the same uppercase version after applying toUpper version also. Now I will explain this toUpper function in Power Automate flow by using it with a SharePoint list. This is the SharePoint list I have taken. In this enrollment course will be the title column. Now I will update this enrollment course values to the uppercase version. To implement the uppercase version by using the SharePoint online list, let's create a automated flow. For that, open homepage and click on create and select automated cloud flow. Select the trigger when an item is created and click on create. We can also give the flow name in the Flow Studio. Here I was giving it as toUpper function. Then the flow name will be saved. In the trigger, select the site address. Select the list name from the drop down and add an initialize variable. This initialize variable is used to store the values during the flow. I was giving the name for the initialize variable as course and select the data type as string and select the value from the dynamic content, that is title column, and add another step, that is compose action. In the compose action, provide the toUpper expression. Click on expression to add toUpper. Select toUpper with open brackets Now include the dynamic content. Select course from the variables and click on OK. Now add one more step to update the item in SharePoint list. Select site address, list name and ID from the drop down. Select the ID from the dynamic content and in the title give the outputs of compose action. Click on save. After that, save and test the flow manually. Now come back to the SharePoint list to add an new item. Here I was giving it as Power BI. Now come back to the flow. Now it will display your flow has been ran successfully. Open the compose action to see it has been converted into the Power BI, but we have actually given it as mixed up with capital letters and small letters. Now let's go back to the SharePoint list. Refresh the list once. In the course enrollment list, we can see the Power BI has been converted to uppercase version of Power BI. This is how to work with ToUpper function in Power Automate. For more free videos on SharePoint Online, Power Apps, Power Automate and Power BI, subscribe to our channel. Click on the bell icon. Thank you.